A small village of Umuezi, a young woman named Amanda held a secret that would change her life forever. A secret that would shock her family, her friends, and the entire community. Amanda's mother, Ada, was the only one who knew about her gift, and she had warned Amanda to keep it hidden. Amanda was a skilled blacksmith and diviner, known for her exceptional talents and unconventional approach to life. However, her divination skills were considered taboo in their community, as they believed it was a gift from the gods and only certain families were allowed to possess it. And for hundreds of years, no one had seen anyone with such a gift. Amanda's family was not one of them. One day, while working in her forge, Amanda had a vision of a potential danger that would befall her friend Inyoma. She rushed to Inyoma's house and warned her, saving her from a potential accident. Inyoma was shocked and grateful, and Amanda confided in her about her gifts. Inyoma had promised to keep Amanda's secret, but she couldn't help but feel curious and a little awed by her friend's ability. She had encouraged Amanda to embrace her gift, but Amanda was too afraid of the consequences. As they worked in the forge, Inyoma approached Amanda. "Amanda, I've noticed something strange about you," Inyoma said. "You seem to have a special gift. What is it?" Amanda hesitated, unsure of how much to reveal. But before she could respond, her mother burst into the forge. "Amanda, your father has fallen ill. The village elder says it's a spiritual attack. We need your help to save him." Amanda's heart raced as she faced a difficult decision. Should she reveal her secret and risk being ostracized? Or should she keep it hidden and lose her father? Amanda's heart raced as she faced a difficult decision. She knew that revealing her secret would put her entire family at risk of being ostracized by the community. But she also couldn't bear the thought of losing her father. With a deep breath, she made her decision. "Mother, I will do it," she said, her voice firm. "I will perform the ritual to drive out the malevolent spirit." Ada's eyes widened in surprise, but she quickly nodded. "Thank you, Amanda. I knew I could count on you." Amanda's friend, Nyoma and Ifeoma, looked at each other with a mix of awe and fear. They had never seen Amanda's divination skills in action before, and they weren't sure what to expect. As they made their way to the village elder's hut, Amanda's heart raced with anticipation. She knew that this was a turning point in her life, and she was ready to face whatever came next. The ritual was a success, and Amanda's father was saved. But as the news of her divination skills spread throughout the village, Amanda faced a new challenge. The villagers, who had once respected and admired her, now looked at her with suspicion and fear. Some accused her of witchcraft, while others praised her for her bravery. Amanda's family was shunned by the community, and they were forced to live on the outskirts of the village. But Amanda refused to let the negativity bring her down. She continued to hone her divination skills, using them to help those in need, and slowly but surely, the villagers began to see her in a new light. However, Amanda's newfound status as a respected diviner didn't change the fact that she was still struggling to find love. She had always had a crush on Obinna, the young man who had caught her eyes months ago. But now, with her new reputation, she was too afraid to approach him. What if he didn't want to be associated with a diviner? What if he thought she was too strange or too powerful? Amanda's fears held her back. She continued to pine for Obinna from afar. But fate had a way of bringing people together, and soon Amanda and Obinna found themselves at the same gathering. Their eyes met, and Amanda's heart skipped a beat. She knew that this was her chance to reveal her feelings, but she was too afraid. Just as she was about to turn away, Obinna approached her. "Amanda, I've been wanting to talk to you for weeks," he said, his voice low and smooth. "I've heard about your divination skills, and I must say, I'm impressed." Amanda's heart raced as she looked up at him. "Thanks, Obinna," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "I'm just trying to help those in need." Obinna smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corner. "That's what I like about you, Amanda. You are brave, powerful, and kind, and I think I might be falling for you." Amanda's heart soared as she looked up at Obinna. She knew that this was her chance at love, and she wasn't going to let it slip away. Obinna's family was shocked when they found out about his relationship with Amanda. "A diviner?" his mother exclaimed. "Obinna, you can't be serious. They are not like us." Obinna's father, a respected elder in the village, was equally disapproving. "Amanda's family is not from this village," he said. "We don't know their ways or their history. You deserve someone better, Obinna." Amanda faced opposition from Obinna's family, who saw her as an outsider and a practitioner of a taboo skill. They did everything in their power to keep the two apart, but Obinna's love for Amanda only grew stronger. Determined to be with her, Obinna began to secretly visit Amanda at her forge. They would spend hours talking and laughing together. Their love for each other grew with each passing day. But the secrecy took a toll on their relationship. Amanda felt like she was living a lie, and Obinna's constant absence from his family gatherings and events raised suspicions. One day, Obinna's family confronted him about his relationship with Amanda. "You have to choose between us and her," his mother said, tears in her eyes. "We can't accept her as our daughter-in-law." Obinna was torn between his love for Amanda and his loyalty to his family. He knew that his family would never accept Amanda, but he couldn't bear the thoughts of losing her. In Umuezi, disaster struck when the king's son fell gravely ill. The kingdom's diviner revealed that only Amanda's exceptional divination skills would save the king's life. Desperate, the king sent a delegation to Umuofia to plead for Amanda's help. However, Amanda's mother, still bitter about their past mistreatment, refused to let her daughter return to Umuezi. "They rejected us, insulted us, and now they need our help. No, Amanda will not go." Amanda torn between her loyalty to her mother and her desire to help. "Try to reason with me, Mother. Please understand. The prince's life is at stake. I have the power to save him." Her mother remained unmoved. "You will be walking into a trap. They will use you and discard you again." The king's delegation, led by his trusted advisor, Okoro, begged Amanda's mother to reconsider. We promised Amanda's safety and a hero's welcome. We need her to save our prince, but Amanda's mother stood firm. Amanda confided in Obinna her love about the king's request. Obinna, I don't know what to do. The king needs my help to save his son, but my mother refuses to let me go. I'm torn between my loyalty to her and my desire to help. Obinna listened carefully and offered his support. Amanda, you have the power to save a life. I know your mother's concerns, but I will be by your side every step of the way. We'll face whatever comes together. Just then, Amanda's friends from Umuezi, Inyoma and Chinaza, arrived in Umuofia. They had missed Amanda dearly and begged her to return with them. Amanda, we need you. The prince's life is at stake, and only you can save him. We promise your safety and a hero's welcome. Amanda's mother remained unmoved. Despite their pleas, you are all just trying to manipulate her. She's not going back to that place. But then, the king himself arrived in Umuofia. His desperation palpable. He knelt before Amanda's mother, his eyes filled with tears. Please, I beg of you, let Amanda come back with me. My son's life is slipping away, and only she can save him. I promise to protect her and honor her as a hero. Amanda's mother was taken aback by the king's humility and sincerity. She saw the genuine fear and love in his eyes and finally relented. Okay, Amanda can go, but only with Obinna by her side, and you must promise to keep her safe. The king agreed. Overjoyed, Amanda, with Obinna and her friends, set off for Umuezi, ready to face whatever lay ahead. As they journeyed back to Umuezi, Amanda's heart raced with anticipation and worries. She had never performed a divination ritual as critical as this before. What if she failed? Obinna, sensing her anxiety, took her hand in his. You will do great, Amanda. Your gifts are powerful, and I will be right there with you. Upon their arrival, the king led them to the place where the ailing prince lay. Amanda could feel the weight of the kingdom's hope on her shoulder. She began the ritual, her hands shaking slightly as she invoked the gods. The air was thick with tension as she poured out her divination powers. Suddenly, a bright light filled the room, and Amanda saw a vision of the prince's illness. She knew exactly what to do. With refound confidence, she continued the ritual, channeling the god's energy into Prince's body. Slowly but surely, his vital signs began to improve. The kingdom erupted in joy, and the king thanked Amanda with tears in his eyes. You've saved my son's life. You are a true hero, Amanda. Amanda smiled, her heart full of pride and gratitude. She had faced her fear and proved herself. Obinna wrapped his hand around her, beaming with pride. The kingdom celebrated long into the night, and Amanda knew she had finally found her true home in Umuezi, with Obinna by her side and her divination power respected and valued. The king of Umuezi, overjoyed by Amanda's success, approached Obinna's father with a request. My dear friend, I ask that you allow your son Obinna to marry Amanda. Let our family be united and our kingdom become one. Obinna's father, moved by the king's words and the valuable gift he offered, agreed to the union. Let it be so. Our children shall marry and our kingdom shall be united. And so, Obinna and Amanda were married in a grand ceremony, surrounded by their friends and family from both kingdoms. The two kingdoms of Umuofia and Umueze were united, their bond stronger than ever. The king of Umueze gifted Obinna and Amanda a beautiful palace where they lived happily ever after. Thank you for staying with us to the end of this epic tale. Please subscribe.